The central theme of his vision was evolution of human life into divine life in divine body. मतलब क्या है? कांतारा देखे हो ना पिक्चर, ये उस टाइम के कांतारा है. Okay, for a spiritual life. Nowadays, people are going. Most of the people are like 40 plus or 50 plus. They're into spiritualism, right? It's a good thing, spiritualism. ठीक है? But there is a age for it. ऐसा नहीं कि 15 साल में spiritual बन जाओ, तो फिर क्या करोगे लाइफ में? Okay, but there is a age for it. Don't think कि spiritual life जाके तुम्हारा UPC क्लियर हो जाएगा. वैसा कुछ नहीं होता है. यूपीसी सिर्फ क्लियर होता है पढ़ाई करने से. इफ यू स्टडी विल क्लियर वेदर यू आर स्पिरिचुअल, वेदर यू आर, बट यू कांट बी क्रिमिनल फॉर दैट. ठीक है, लॉ अबाइडिंग. ठीक है, लॉ अबाइडिंग. ठीक है, स्पिरिचुअल का यूपीएससी से ज़्यादा लेना देना नहीं है. स्पिरिचुअल इज फॉर आवर ओन बॉडी, पीस हमारे अपने लिए है. बट इफ यू कैन यूज इट इन यूपीएससी देन इट इज गुड. इफ यू गेट दैट पीस and it gives you that strength to study more, then it is good. ठीक है, अब 8 घंटा you have to study, वो छोड़ के आप जाके योगा कर रहे हो 10 घंटा तो योगी बनोगे ना, यूपीएससी थोड़ी क्लियर कर पाओगे. गेटिंग? Now recently the news is PM Modi digitally released commemorative postage stamp on the 150 birth anniversary of Aurobindo Ghosh. Now the topic is from GS1. Now first of all, segregate the topics. How the questions will be asked? One is, we have in GS1 important contributors of freedom struggle. It is clearly mentioned in our course, right? For GS1 mains. And Aurobindo Ghosh is a part of modern history. So modern history is a part of mains and also prelims. Now this is the current. Now you have to connect it with the static topic, because nobody will ask you birth anniversary कितना नंबर का है. 148, 150, 151, 155 ऐसे करके क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं क्या? They will not ask. So we have to, we'll try our best to cover most of the part of Aurobindo Ghosh. We have covered in our class, but here we'll cover through a current affair angle. Okay. See, 150, 175, 125, 100, 50 years, 200 years. So mostly they'll ask from questions, any organizations whose establishment happened for 100 years or 150 years, 125 years, usually they ask. Okay. Now Aurobindo Ghosh, ऐसे Aurobindo Ghosh देखो फोटो. अब करना पड़ता है, बच्चों को फोटो पसंद है. ओनली कंटेंट अगर डाल देंगे तो बोरिंग लगता है, राइट? थोड़ा फोटो अच्छा रहता है. विजुअल क्या बोलते हैं उसको, विजुअलाइजेशन, जैसे अपना राजमौली करता है, विजुअल करता है, अच्छा लगता है, राइट? ओके. So one of the finest thinkers and philosophers of modern India, a popular leader of freedom struggle who went on to become a yogi. 1910, if you remember, Swadeshi movement mein he was very actively participated. Then he went to jail. After 1910, his political career ended. He became spiritual. Okay, yogi ban gaye the. Okay, we'll come to that. Now, while Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore is painted him as the messiah of Indian culture and civilization. So you have to remember this. These extra points you have to remember. Who tagged this quote? So Tagore tagged him the messiah of Indian culture and civilization. C.R. Das, hailed him as the poet of patriotism, the prophet of nationalism, and the lover of humanity. All these points you have to remember. Two kinds of question. Who called this to Aurobindo Ghosh? That is one kind of question. Or they'll simply ask, this refers to whom? Poet of patriotism, the prophet of nationalism, and the lover of humanity. Clear? Any kind of exam, state exam, UPSC, banking, these kind of questions, CAPF, और एक CAPF के साथ और एक एग्जाम होता है CDS, ठीक है, ये सब एग्जाम पे आता है. एंड CDS CAPF में हिस्ट्री इज अ वेरी बिग पार्ट, वेरी इन डेप्थ गुड हिस्ट्री पॉइंट्स आता है वहाँ से. ठीक है, ओके. नेक्स्ट, he urged the citizens to boycott British institutions and goods and was one of the prominent protesters of the 1905 Bengal partition. Bengal partition mein he very actively participated, and the concept of passive resistance he only brought, right? Passive resistance. Okay, I'll tell you what is passive resistance. In 1908 he was arrested on the charge of the Alipore bomb conspiracy case. So all the conspiracy case you have to remember. This year also question came. One conspiracy case, Lahore conspiracy case question came. So you have to remember the conspiracy case and you have to remember the year, because they may ask you about the chronology of the conspiracy cases. So the thing is, you have to simply revise. You have to keep on revising. Okay. And acquitted in 1909 after a long trial. So 1909 mein he went to jail. Because of which case? Because of the Alipore bomb conspiracy case. ठीक है? Next, during the Swadeshi movement till 1910 he devoted himself to the freedom cause by introducing radical programs of the Bengal Congress. Radical means what? He was an extremist, right? He was an extremist. He used to put his voice very he was very vocal. He was very vocal and he used to put his voice against the British very aggressively. Fine. So while urging Indians to boycott all foreign made goods and programs of the British government, he urged all Indians to boycott the foreign goods. ठीक है? Now here will mostly these are prelims point. They will ask these names, you have to remember. You have to remember any kind of exam. So here Aurobindo Ghosh was associated with journals. These all we have covered in our notes. If you these things I have already told you, like Jugantar. See, Jugantar is a journal. Jugantar is also a revolutionary terrorism group, if you remember, right? So don't get confused. And he was also associated with them. Aurobindo Ghosh was also associated with them. ठीक है. Jugantar, Vande Mataram, Karma Yogi. Remember. So here Karma Yogi is the new thing you have to remember. Through which he criticized British imperialism and preached the revolutionary concept of nationalism. So he was a revolutionary. So Karma Yogi, Jugantar, Vande Mataram. Some of his important writings. Savitri is very famous. If you remember, I had told you in class, Savitri is very famous. This is Savitri. Okay. Now, these are the important writings. 4 to 5 writings you remember. The Life Divine, the Synthesis of Yoga. Now see, yoga is in news always, right? Yoga is always in news. So remember this, Synthesis of Yoga. The Arya, a philosophical journal. Savitri, a legend and a symbol, an epic poem. Savitri you have to remember. Synthesis of Yoga you have to remember. Essay on the Gita, no need to remember. He interpreted the Gita also. Then the ideal of human unity, defense of Indian culture, etc., etc. So here just remember the Synthesis of Yoga and Savitri. Clear? Now it was during his stay in jail where the change happened in life. In his life he got that transformation into spiritual life during his stay in jail. So Aurobindo had mystical and spiritual experiences, after which he moved to Pondicherry in Tamil Nadu, leaving politics for spiritual work. So 1910 के बाद he went into his spiritual life and he went to Pondicherry, and we have a place in Pondicherry called Auroville, right? It is also in news. We'll come to that. Now here remember one thing. You have to remember for exam point of view. वहाँ पे क्या हुआ Pondicherry में, Aurobindo Ghosh developed a spiritual practice which he called as internal yoga. Remember this. You have to remember this prelims point. Prelims point or any kind of spiritual question related to Aurobindo Ghosh comes in GS1. So this becomes a point, right? You can write very easily. Now, the central theme of his vision was evolution of human life into divine life, in divine body. मतलब क्या है? कांतारा देखे हो ना पिक्चर? ये उस टाइम के कांतारा हैं. Okay, पूरा spiritual life. Nowadays, people are going. Most of the people are like 40 plus or 50 plus. They're into spiritualism, right? It's a good thing, spiritualism. ठीक है? But there is a age for it. ऐसा नहीं कि 15 साल में spiritual बन जाओ, तो फिर क्या करोगे लाइफ में? Okay? But there is a age for it. Don't think कि spiritual life जाएगी तुम्हारा UPC clear हो जाएगा. वैसा कुछ नहीं होता है. UPC सिर्फ क्लियर होता है पढ़ाई करने से. If you study, you will clear. Whether you are spiritual, whether you are, but you can't be criminal for that. ठीक है? Law abiding. ठीक है? Law abiding. ठीक है? Spiritual का UPSC से ज़्यादा लेना देना नहीं है. Spiritual is for our own body. Peace हमारे अपने लिए है. But if you can use it in UPSC, then it is good. If you get that peace and it gives you that strength to study more, then it is good. ठीक है? अब 8 घंटा you have to study, वो छोड़ के आप जाके योगा कर रहे हो 10 घंटा, तो योगी बनोगे ना, UPSC थोड़ी क्लियर कर पाओगे. Getting? In 1926, now some more facts. In 1926, with the help of his spiritual collaborator, जिसका नाम है मीरा अल्फासा, नाम बच्चा है नहीं, मीरा अल्फासा, referred to as the mother. If you remember, I told you the mother जिनके नाम से वो ऑरोविले डेवलप हुआ. I told, if you remember exactly, I told spiritual, the disciples of Aurobindo Ghosh developed that Auroville, and the name was the mother. This is the name, मीरा अल्फासा. उनको मदर बोला जाता था उस टाइम पे. सो श्री औरोबिंदो आश्रम वॉज फाउंडेड 1926 में. 1926. ओके. नाउ द टाउन ऑफ ऑरोविले इन पौंडीचेरी, इट इज कॉल्ड एज द यूनिवर्सल टाउन. कॉमन फैक्ट, वी हैव कवर्ड इट. was later conceived by one of his chief disciples known as the mother to bear out Aurobindo's philosophical principles. वहीं पे Aurobindo Ghosh का जो philosophical principles था, it was taught. Clear? Now it was opened in 1968. Now some prelims questions on Aurobindo. Answer आप बताओगे. Everyone will answer. Okay, first question. Aurobindo Ghosh advocated passive resistance as well as active resistance depending upon the nature of operation. Second statement, according to him, nationalism is a spiritual endeavor, that is a religion that has come from God. बताओ. Only two. Why? One क्यों गलत है? Now if you are saying one is wrong, then tell me why one is wrong. If you are saying one is correct, then why it is correct? See, second statement is correct, right? Because for him this was a very natural thing. It was spiritual thing for him. Now the problem comes in statement 1, because most of the aspirants in normal books also it is mentioned he advocated passive resistance, but in book it is not written कि advocated passive resistance only. लिखा है क्या बुक में? Only नहीं लिखा. It is only mentioned he advocated. He advocated both, depending on the situation. Yes, he advocated more. If you say more, it was passive resistance. He also did active resistance. Now, what is the difference between active and passive resistance? I'll tell you. Active resistance means you are doing something, ठीक है, which is what? Harming. Which is harming. and this active resistance was done by extremists. Now see, this it was done by extremist. Now Aurobindo Ghosh was a extremist, so obviously active resistance will be there in their own the logic of active resistance they will follow, right? Because he is an extremist, and the meaning of active resistance is only that, harming something which will harm the British government, doing something which will directly harm the British government directly. Now what is passive resistance? He was an extremist. He told to the moderates to follow passive resistance. Don't do something which will help them. So better refrain yourself from doing something which will indirectly help the British. They were doing the same thing, right? Moderates. It was helping the British indirectly. Petition, prayer, वो सब help कर रहा है British को. So he told कि follow passive resistance. If you can't follow active resistance, then better you follow passive resistance. Restrain yourself from doing something which will help. Don't do anything. ठीक है? ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, अगर किसी का भला कर भी नहीं सकते तो बुरा भी मत करो, कुछ करो ही मत, चुप हो जाओ. राइट? ओके, नेक्स्ट. ये कॉइन देखो, करना पड़ता है. बच्चे लोग आते हैं ना 19 साल 18 साल 20 इयर्स, उनके लिए कॉइन वन डालना पड़ता है. दे बिकम हैप्पी. नहीं तो पूरा अगर कंटेंट डाल दो, नहीं तो पूरा बिपिन चंद्र जैसा बुक दिखेगा वो. राइट? टेल मी द. See this question. With reference to modern history, the Passive Resistance Association was formed by whom? Mahatma Gandhi, Aurobindo Ghosh, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai. First of all, listen, these kind of questions which are mostly not available in Spectrum book. Now the thing is, because these 4 options are very common, so what you will do in exam? You will use your brain, which is not there. आप क्या करोगे? You will go with your own fan following. जाओगे ना, और या फिर दिखता कौन अच्छा है यहाँ से, ठीक है? और now mostly what you will see the word called passive resistance, and everyone knows, 100% of UPSC aspirants know passive resistance is advocated by Aurobindo Ghosh. Then you will use your brain. हाँ ठीक है, एसोसिएशन वही क्या होगा? Aurobindo Ghosh. So the wrong answer is Aurobindo Ghosh. तो आंसर है ही नहीं, ठीक है? Answer is Mahatma Gandhi, and that too it was in South Africa. It was in South Africa. You will study this. अच्छा, मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री खत्म जिसका हुआ है, these are the points you have to remember. हाँ, it is there. If it is there, then it is good. Now, अच्छा न्यू वर्जन तो स्पेक्ट्रम आया मोटा सा, हाँ ठीक है. Now the thing is, पैसिव रेजिस्टेंस एसोसिएशन, why? रीजन क्या था वो बताओ. स्पेक्ट्रम पे है तो बताओ, रीजन बता दो फिर. रीजन बताओ क्यों हुआ था. जब एक जब when organization happens, it has an objective, right? ये ऐसे ही आ जाएगा organization. What is your objective? We don't have any objective. Objective तो हो ना, tell me the objective. क्या? No, it was to unite the Indians. It was to unite the Indians to boycott the permit offices. जो परमिट ऑफिसर्स होता था ना उस टाइम पे, वहाँ पे परमिट मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा, सो दे वर डूइंग डिस्क्रिमिनेशन अगेंस्ट द इंडियंस. सो दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यूनाइटेड द इंडियंस टू बॉयकॉट द परमिट ऑफिसर्स इन साउथ अफ्रीका. देयर वाज ए एशियाटिक रजिस्ट्रेशन बिल. एशियाटिक रजिस्ट्रेशन बिल, ओके. and this is the first time Gandhi ji used satyagraha in South Africa. Clear? Okay, these are all static topics, by the way. Modern history ke static topics. The topic is Gandhi in South Africa. We will cover all these things. Okay, next, consider the following statements with reference to Aurobindo Ghosh passive resistance concept. ठीक है? In the book New Lamps for Old, Aurobindo Ghosh explained the concept of, correct or wrong? Now passive resistance he explained, okay, we know it, but there is a book. The book name is New Lamps for Old. Second, referring to India as Bharat Mata, in this book Savitri was an act of passive resistance. Correct or wrong? Why? Why wrong? It is a fact, by the way. Now if you are saying wrong means, now see how to your approach should be different. For example, if you are saying it wrong, it means you must be having a reason to say wrong, right? If you are wrong, then, and that it is not a concept question, it is a fact question. It is a fact question, right? So if you are saying it is wrong, so you have to give your right fact. You can't simply say wrong. So if you do not know, better to leave it. If you have an alternative fact which you have seen in your eyes, not think, not in your mind, you have seen in your eyes explicitly, then only go for that MCQ, or else leave. When it comes to factual, history factual questions, if you have seen it somewhere explicitly, then only go for it. Otherwise no need to attend, because you will take a negative mark. That is what UPSC wants. This is correct statement. Both are correct. Bharat Mata ke book mein referring to India as Bharat Mata, it means they are not doing anything. They are not doing any harm to British government. Right? Active resistance, they are not doing. He followed, he first of all, he brought this concept of passive resistance for the moderates, but they also used it. That does not mean only the moderates used, because the concept was theirs. The concept was brought by an extremist, for the extremist and for the moderates also. Clear? So both are correct. Okay. So some points from PIB we have taken from PIB. PIB everyone knows, na? ये क्या मतलब, ये करंट अफेयर का पार्ट है? PIB का फुल फॉर्म बताओ. प्रेस इंफॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो. PIB से how to cover, ministry wise you have to cover always. That is called year end review. एक ministry वहाँ से उठाओ, schemes. But in PIB you will not get everything. You will get the topic. You have to search that topic in another Google tab. Overall, all scheme information will not find there. Okay. Okay. So Prime Minister said that when a number of great events take place simultaneously, often there is a yoga shakti, that is a collective and uniting power behind them. All these things you can use in your essay or in your ethics or in your any kind of spiritual kind of question related to Aurobindo Ghosh if it comes in GS1. The Prime Minister recalled many great personalities who not only contributed to the freedom struggle but also gave fresh life to the soul of the nation. Among them, 3 personalities which Prime Minister used, that is Aurobindo Ghosh, Swami Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi. So these 3 are in news. So you have to cover as much as possible about these 3 personalities. Okay. Swami Vivekananda, I guess we haven't covered. We will cover this. Gandhi, the whole history is Gandhi का ही है. So specific करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Every point is related to Gandhi. When you study, we studied Ambedkar, we studied about Gandhi also. Okay, so most of the 50% history notes will be based on Gandhi. So Gandhi is a very favorite topic of UPSC also. ठीक है. These events not only changed the lives of these personalities but also brought far-reaching changes in national life. The Prime Minister explained that in 1893, Sri Aurobindo returned to India, and in the same year, Swami Vivekananda went to America to deliver his iconic speech at World's Parliament of Religion. See, this point we know. This point we know. Same year Aurobindo Ghosh came. So this was told by Prime Minister, and this is a part of modern history static. Clear? Went to America. Okay, Gandhiji went to South Africa in the same year, which marked the beginning of his transformation into Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. He noted similar confluence of events in present time when the country is celebrating 75 years of independence and starting its journey of Amritkal, as we are witnessing this year as 150th anniversary of Aurobindo Ghosh and 125th anniversary of Subhash Chandra Bose. And Subhash Chandra Bose we have already covered in our class in a very detailed format. Very detailed information we have covered in our contributions topic. Okay. Now, the Prime Minister said that the life of Aurobindo is a reflection of Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat. Now, Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat is a scheme. It is a scheme, current affair. See, every time it is in current affair. Now, Prime Minister is comparing or using this name with Aurobindo Ghosh. Now, this is a current affair. Now, this current affair you have to cover it. Now, first of all, year. Which year? Anyone? 2015. In 2015, this scheme came. Now, what this scheme does? Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat. Single line पे बताओ. One single line. Uniting India. Like how? Cultural diversity. Okay. How? What happens in this scheme? What happens is, Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat में क्या होगा? We are a diversified country, right? Different states, different culture. So in this scheme, what they will do is, they will try to know each other. Suppose government of Maharashtra will tie up with government of Nagaland. So their culture will come here. Some festivals will go there. Okay. This is the basic motto or objective of Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat. Now, why he told this to Aurobindo Ghosh? Because he was born in Bengal. He knew many languages like Gujarati, Bengali, Marathi, Hindi, Sanskrit. Connect ho gaya abhi? This scheme. So this scheme is very important for exam now. Now you say this scheme is 2015. Yes, but it is still happening, right? Still going on. So see, last year question था MP LATS का question 2 years back. MP LAT is a 1990s scheme. Still happening, right? And the question is difficult also. So you have to cover like this. One state can tie up with one state or two states or three states, and they will exchange their culture through functions. The minister will go there, some delegates will come here, they'll do. Okay. Now, what is the ministry? What is the ministry or the implementing ministry of Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat? You tell, you decide and tell. You knew the thing, right? You knew the thing, now you tell. Ministry of Culture. Culture कितना ऊपर है? हाथ ऊपर करो. Ministry of Tourism कितना है? हाथ ऊपर करो. कोई नहीं है. So mostly students will go with Ministry of Culture. It is wrong. It is Ministry of Education. It is Ministry of Education. ठीक है? So like this you have to cover. Now, if you search Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, you will get some XYZ site. If you go there, you will find a long page. Diversity, culture, बात एक ही है उसका. It is actually a one-line scheme. So, all those stuff you don't need to write it in your copy, just go through it because the meaning is the same, right? So why to waste time? ठीक है? But Ministry of Education you have to mention in your notes because it looks like culture. ठीक है? Okay. The Prime Minister further added that it is a life of Aurobindo that embodies for another strength that India possesses, which is one of the 5 pledges: freedom from the mentality of slavery. All these things you can use it in your mains, in your essay, it will enrich. Okay. He further added, despite heavy Western influence, when on his return to India, Sri Aurobindo came in contact with the Gita during his time in prison. When he was in prison, he read the Gita. And he emerged as the loudest voice of Indian culture. Okay, he had a Western influence initially, but slowly he started raising his voice about Indian culture. Modi further recalled that he studied the scriptures and translated texts ranging from Ramayana, Mahabharata, Upanishads to Kalidas, Bhavavuti, Bhartahari. ये सब उन्होंने he started translating these texts. People witnessed India in Sri Aurobindo's thoughts, the same Aurobindo who was once kept away from the Indianness in his youth. In his youth, he was outside India. Okay, this is the real strength of India and Indianness. Now, some extra prelims point. Sri Aurobindo rebelled against the British regime and spoke of Purna Swaraj. Most of the extremists spoke about Purna Swaraj, very common fact. Fighters like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose also took inspiration from his patriotism. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was inspired from Aurobindo Ghosh. Now here comes a prelims point. No compromise slogan. Simply they will ask, ये slogan किसका है? With reference to modern history events, no compromise slogan. Now the options will be, first option, if the question comes with reference to modern history events, no compromise slogan was given by whom? So the first option will be Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Extremist, compromise, बिल्कुल mood में नहीं थे वो. So you will go with Tilak, 100%. You will go with Tilak. There will be option called Aurobindo Ghosh. Aurobindo Ghosh आप बिल्कुल नहीं जाओगे. बिल्कुल नहीं जाओगे क्योंकि यू विल थिंक 1910 तक इनका है, 1910 के बाद ही बिकेम स्पिरिचुअल, तो फिर पूरा कॉम्प्रोमाइज किए. ठीक है. थर्ड, सुभाष चंद्र बोस. कुछ लोग जाएंगे सुभाष चंद्र बोस के साथ, उनका भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज ज़्यादा नहीं था. और एक ऑप्शन क्या रखेंगे? गांधी रख सकते हैं, महात्मा गांधी. अब 4 ऑप्शन. And the term is no compromise, and no compromise is also a very relatable term. It's not like a very hi-fi term. It's a very relatable term, normal language. No compromise. These kind of questions आएगा, which will lure you to attend. आप attend करोगे वहाँ पे, because we Indians are very optimistic, highly. और ये सब क्वेश्चन हम ज़्यादा ऑप्टिमिस्टिक हो जाते हैं. एंड वी ऑलवेज ट्राई टू सी आवर लक, लाइक KBC. अरे 50 लाख आ जाएगा यहाँ पे इस क्वेश्चन से. ओ यू अटेंड इट और वहाँ पे आपको लग रहा है कि आपका सही है. आप जब एग्ज़ाम दे के रिटर्न में आओगे वहाँ पे भी आपको लगेगा आपका सही है. आप घर पे आओगे अपने मम्मी को बोलोगे सही है, रात का 9 बजे आपको पता चलेगा कि भाई मैं गलत था पूरा आज दिन. ओके, सो दिस काइंड ऑफ एग्जाम इज वेरी हाईली कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज, जैसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं झुंड में. झुंड मतलब क्या? ग्रुप. झुंड में सब फेल होते हैं. एक साथ सब जाते हैं, एक साथ फेल होते हैं, खुशी बांटते हैं एक दूसरे से. तेरा भी फेल, मैं भी फेल. सो नहीं, मैं आपको मजाक कर रहा हूँ. डोंट गेट डिस्करेज नहीं कर रहा हूँ आपको. ओके, सो द थिंग इज आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू एन आइडिया हाउ यूपीएससी फ्रेम्स क्वेश्चन. Only giving you an idea so that you attend those questions which you are very sure of. ताकि आप नेगेटिव मार्किंग जितना कम से कम नेगेटिव मार्किंग लेके आओ ताकि उसी दिन आपका क्लियर हो जाएगा. मोस्ट ऑफ द एस्पिरेंट्स नहीं क्लियर कर पाते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ नेगेटिव मार्किंग. सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स का, नेगेटिव मार्किंग. आप जो प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो ना, एग्जाम यहाँ पे दे रहे हो, टुमारो ऑल्सो यू विल गिव एन एग्जाम, यू सी हाउ मच यू आर स्कोरिंग एंड हाउ मच, सी इफ यू स्कोर लेस ऑल्सो नॉट एन इशू, बट ट्राई टू सी हाउ मच यू हैव नेगेटिवली स्कोर्ड. नेगेटिव कितना है, बिकॉज आपका जो मेहनत है ना वो नेगेटिव आपका मेहनत ले जाएगा. ट्राई टू थिंक, और आपका जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स बनाओ एवरी वीकेंड, हाउ मच आई एम डूइंग सिली मिस्टेक्स. ओके, दिस क्वेश्चन आई शुड नॉट हैव अटेम्प्टेड. यू हैव टू टेल योर सेल्फ. अब एग्जाम दे दिया फिर निकल गए, वैसा नहीं होता है. एक्सप्लेनेशन आपने यहाँ पे देखा, बट यू हैव टू एनालाइज योर सेल्फ ऑल्सो कि हाउ मच आई अटेंडेड. अच्छा, दिस मच 10 क्वेश्चन हो क्या है, माइट भी अगर 5 क्वेश्चन अटेंड करता, 5 क्वेश्चन इफ आई वुड हैव लेफ्ट, सो मेरा और 10 मार्क 15 मार्क ज़्यादा हो जाता. सो दिस इज हाउ यू हैव टू कीप ऑन एनालाइजिंग दिस 6 months. और देखना आप एंड में लास्ट मंथ में यू विल फील सो कॉन्फिडेंट, आपका एग्जाम क्लियर भी हो जाएगा. यू विल फील कॉन्फिडेंट. सो दिस प्रोसेस हैज यू हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम नाउ ऑन. टाइम हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड बाय द वे. So this process is your own analyzing process of prelims. Questions I'll be putting, तरीका भी मैं बताऊंगा, but you have to do that on your own to analyze yourself, whether you are doing correctly or not. It is not about scoring marks, it's about learning how to score marks. Clear? Okay, so no compromise program is by. Now this is one kind of question. Second kind of question, this no compromise program slogan was given by him during which of the following events? ना बंगाल पार्टीशन तो यहाँ पे लिखा है. अब नाउ बंगाल पार्टीशन में दिया था, राइट? नाउ द क्वेश्चन दे विल पुट नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज, राइट? यू विल सी द टर्म नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज. दे विल नॉट यूज द वर्ड Aurobindo Ghosh and they will put option, first option quit India movement. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट. आप क्या करोगे? डू और डाई. डू और डाई मतलब नाउ यू विल थिंक. नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज मतलब कॉम्प्रोमाइज बिल्कुल नहीं करेंगे, और कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करें मतलब जान भी दे देंगे. ठीक है, बोलते हैं ना होम मिनिस्टर, कश्मीर के लिए जान भी हाजिर है. सो नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज, डू और डाई, क्विट इंडिया. BCD आप देखोगे भी नहीं, यू विल नॉट सी BCD. ना वहाँ पे होगा कि बंगाल पार्टीशन, बेचारा एंड में D में होगा. बंगाल पार्टीशन बच्चा सा, असली हीरो वही है लेकिन वो बच्चा सा है. बंगाल पार्टीशन आप करोगे, बंगाल पार्टीशन नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज. ऐसा हो सकता है क्या? नाउ यू विल टेल योर सेल्फ, हम इतने भी फुल नहीं है UPSC. हाँ ठीक है, आप अच्छा क्वेश्चन बनाते हो, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि हम इतने भी नहीं है फुल. वी आर ऑल्सो इंटेलिजेंट. वी आर ऑल्सो इंटेलिजेंट. हमारा भी लक है. UPSC ऊपर से बोल के बेटा तू सही जा रहा है. ठीक है, तुम ये सब डायलॉग भी लिख रहे हो क्या? मैं बोलूँ फटाफट लिख रही हूँ कुछ. ओके, अंडरस्टूड. नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज, एड इट इन योर नोट्स. न्यूज़ में है, माई गवर्नमेंट ऐप. ठीक है, न्यूज़ में है. ओके, सो द स्लोगन ऑफ नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. ठीक है, एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट. नाउ श्री औरोबिंदो इन मेंस, मतलब मेंस एग्जाम पे सी ऑल दिस पॉइंट्स यू कैन यूज इट इन योर मेंस GS1 आंसर. द कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन औरोबिंदो, सी वन इज पैसिव रेजिस्टेंस. वी हैव दैट पॉइंट रेडीमेड. Write that, write what is passive resistance, okay, and use that Lamb's point where he used this passive resistance. Savitri point, use that, okay. Contribution of Aurobindo to modern Indian political thought can be summarized into 4 categories. One is concept of spiritual nationalism, complete freedom because extremist, so complete freedom from foreign rule, boycott and passive resistance, because he only gave that passive resistance. So explain one line on passive resistance here. A vision of the valuable role that India was destined to play in world affairs and his ideal of human unity. So he was more of humanism, spiritualism post 1910. You can give that example of Auroville and his disciples, his mother. So 150 words very easily you can write. You have the content from here, right? So he believed that without political freedom, no real development is possible in India. Political freedom is required. For real development, you need political freedom. Ambedkar said political freedom, social freedom, and economic justice. Political justice, economic justice, and social justice, three things should come together. He said political freedom is required for development in India. Political freedom means political rights, right to vote, freedom from colonialism, fundamental rights, all these are political freedom. Clear? And you can use one essay. When you write essay, you can use one essay quote from here. Do not belong to the past dawns, but to the noons of future. It was Aurobindo Ghosh quote. You can use this in essay when you end an essay, or when you start an essay, or when you write in between something related to some content you are writing which is related to this, you can write this. Clear? So this is what recently about Aurobindo Ghosh, it was there in current affairs. So these content from our class note content and the MCQs plus the relevant books which you have, either it is Spectrum or Sonali Bansal, okay, or Krishna Reddy, anything which you have, club it, put it, revise it. Clear? Okay, that's it.